Good morning, everybody. It's about 7 a.m. We've been driving for a bit over an hour. We're just dropping the pressure of the tires here. We're heading out to Bamyan. That's the where the giant Buddhas used to be. That's where we've just come from. But we're going out to Bamyan Desert out here to one of the lakes in the national park, which apparently I can fish and apparently has fish in it. So we thought we'd have a cast a fly there quickly. We've only got a day here, so we're going to do that and then whiz back down to see the giant statues, what were there, look around, and then head back into Kabul for later on tonight. And along the side of the road here, they have these little pit stops. This one's a pit stop just to service cars. The ones that went past before that you might have seen on a little video clip was to service trucks as they go over these hills, because this is a desert that goes into a really bad road for a long way. Look how spectacular this lake is, totally blue, loads of fish down the bottom. As I thought you wouldn't be able to fish in the national park, but we're going to see if we can fish the river that comes off this incredible lake down this valley. I mean, this is just so special. And there was no war here as well. Can you imagine during the whole war, you're just here in this oasis going, everybody just go away. Go away. We're living this peaceful life on this beautiful lake full of fish in our valley. And I should mention, this is the Hindu Kush, that those don't know. It's the compression plain. So about 70 to 50 million years ago, India slammed into Asia, causing the Himalayas, and off those, the cousins, if you like, of the Himalayas, the ripple effects of the Pamirs, the Hindu Kush, this massive mountain range that comes through the middle of Afghanistan. The Hindu Kush up north, we get the Pamir range, another one of the cousins from the Himalayan collision or the Indian collision into the subcontinent. And so you get these big valleys, and that's why you get this ups and downs, little valley people, different villages, different tribes in each of these valleys, and how different they can be. We were just over in the desert not long ago, that side, and here you've got this incredible, rich, fertile valley full of snow. This is up to a meter snow. This lake gets over a meter of ice in it in winter, and it's going to be in about a month. It's pretty cold here now, and in about a month, crisp is how to describe it, cold and crisp. And in about a month's time, it's going to be heavy snow here. This is just so beautiful. So just back there, you might be able to see some guys in white. Now they're the local Taliban guys that are just about 2 weeks ago, they stopped women coming to this lake. And there's a family there from Kabul who've driven all the way from Kabul, which is, say, 5 hours away or so, with their family to come just picnic at the lake. But they're no longer allowed to come here because there's women with them. So the men can come, but the women can't come and have a picnic in this place and many other places like this. Meanwhile, we had a chat to the people at the front gate and said, if we go fishing here and put the fish back, is that okay? And they said, yeah, not a problem. So I've got my fishing rod. So we're going to see if we can just cast a fly, but let's see. Let's see what it's like. There's lots of people around. Look at all these fish. Hey guys, did you come? 1, 2, 3. All right, despite getting permission to fish in the main lake here, I'm not going to fish there. It feels more like catching rather than fishing. There's lots of fish around the edges, and we're going to see if we can head down and fish one of the little streams that come off here and leave this beautiful national park to being a beautiful national park. But yeah.
Welcome to Bangladesh.
Hey, thank you. Salam. Thank you very much. All right, just bought a little hat. This is for the Kandari province down south. These ones are from up north. I'll see if I can buy one from up there as well. So we've just come, I didn't want to fish up there are way too many fish. I've come down to the lower lakes and there's a river that comes off. We've got about 20 minutes before we've got to head off somewhere, so I'm quickly packing it up. It's this tiny little stream here, which I just told the guys, hey, please don't go anywhere near the river and scare the fish. And they go, oh, river, fish. Go straight over. Anyway, so not too sure how successful this is going to be, but it'll be fun and we'll get some good shots underneath these amazing cliffs. Look how beautiful this is. Fishing in Afghanistan. I've just come down to the base of the river, of the lake, and there's this little stream that comes off. We've got 5 minutes, and I said, let's see if we can have a quick cast here and look at this. There's the locals, there's some local kids fishing. Let me zoom in a bit, if I can. Oh, holding the rod. What a way to spend the afternoon. Well, that was really good. We're right on the Taliban command center there. They allowed us to fish, provided we put them back. Nothing, didn't see anything, lots of small ones, but so much fun fishing in this. It's only 3,000 meters high here, burning sun. It's about 10 o'clock in the morning. We're gonna head down and see some more sights and maybe see a river on the long way.
The chairs.
Ah, you brought the chairs too.
Yeah.
Bamyan National Park. Beautiful. So now that we're finished, we give the whole engine a bit of a blow with compressed air just to get rid of the dust. That's what all these guys are. This morning when we filled up, there was no one. We filled up with air. Now everybody's out here. This is that yogurt that we had here last night.
Yeah.
That dinner. Oh, it's hard. Very juicy. Yeah, so this solid yogurt that we had last night, which is milk curdled again. It's got a very sharp taste to it. It comes in these bags like this, and you buy it by the kilogram, and you mix it up and make that dinner we had. Spices. And all the apples that come from this area, and melons. And in the fields around, you have these old Russian tanks. See, there's a couple there. And they've painted this one red. These potato fields. Okay, registering again. Well, here's another spot I never thought I'd get to in my life. Right behind me are the destroyed Buddhas of Bamyan. You can probably see a dark spot there. That's the big one. It's like 50, 60 meters high, 58 meters high. The other one's about 35 meters high. That's as high as the Statue of Liberty. Let me tell you a bit about the history of this place quickly, and it is fascinating. I'm standing on the city of Screams. I'll get to that in a second. About 100 AD, this was on the Silk Road, about 100 AD, Buddhism came into the Hindu Kush along this incredible Silk Road track that came to this place, fertile valley. You can see behind me these green as big potato farms, and that's the city that's grown up in between. But this became a hub, and around 100 AD, Buddhism came in, and for the next 500 years, they settled here. A lot of people from Central Asia and I think even Southeast Asia, Buddhism areas came across and settled in this region, which means that the people actually, and then they integrated with the various Afghan people. The people here have a distinctive look. They look sort of Chinese. Immediately last night I was like, wow, where have all these Chinese people come from? But they're not. They're Afghan with this Chinese look that comes in at that period of time. You then had around 600, 700, 800 years AD, Islam came in, killed everybody, killed a lot of the Buddhists. They all got evacuated or killed into this area. At that time, the Buddhists dug a lot of holes in the cave, in this soft sandstony, siltstony area that we're in, and they lived in the caves because it's hot today, but in winter, in about a month's time, it drops and gets really, really cold. And then Genghis Khan came through, and he came through this area, or his grandson came through, and basically slaughtered everybody, defeated everybody. Everybody had surrendered, but just as they were surrendering, Genghis Khan's grandson was down here. The opposition was on this hill, and they said to Genghis Khan, right, do you want to surrender and come back down to us? And one of the captains here fired an arrow, hit Genghis Khan's grandson, hit Genghis Khan's grandson in the eye. 3 days later he died. Genghis Khan heard about this, sent his troops down here, came down here and slaughtered everybody. So the city of Screams was this, because everybody in this entire valley got lined up and basically killed over like 3-4 day period. Absolutely horrible, one of those horrible massacres of history. It kept continuing. Various dynasties came into this area. The big Buddhas that were carved here, if you can imagine, they took hundreds of years or decades to carve, Lots of stonemasons were chiseling away at the stones there. Huge features, massive features, always had been in this area, left there, and they were painted as well and coloured. Hadn't realised that until recently. Anyway, then they came back, and of course in 2001, 24 years ago, they were blown up by the Taliban and destroyed and removed away because they were seen as a threat, I guess, to Islam or something like that. Whatever their reasons were, an absolutely horrible thing, and very, very sad for the whole world, not just for Afghanistan, because now it is a big tourist hub, but it could be massive. And they've missed a huge opportunity, and what a beautiful, they should be here to preserve these things, not destroy them. They've been here for a long time. Anyway, a point I'd never thought I'd been here at Bamyan city. So it's mother's milk. Give mother's milk rather than mother breast, rather than no dummies and no bottled milk. All right, here's something different. I've just been trying to work out what's happening with schools. So boys can go to public schools up until year 12, which is basically 16, 17, 18. Girls at about 10, 11 have to leave that school, year 6. But in some areas, and very few areas, so Kabul you can't, but here in Bamyan you can, because this isn't a Taliban stronghold. They can go, as well as the boys, to these private tuition places like here. And there's another one that we're just looking at just back there somewhere. And they can learn languages, mathematics and other things, but they're like private courses. It's not a school. So there is still some education available for girls in certain provinces, but very, very little.